Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Paycheck Budget. This is where I get the money that my husband and I are receiving in the bank, and I work out after mortgage where all the money goes. This is me trying to get my family to financial stability. My name is Michelle. I live in Western Australia, and my husband and I have always lived paycheck to paycheck. In fact, I think it started very early for both of us. So even before we met each other, we weren't really the type to save for the rainy day. We were very in the now. And so when we did meet each other, we didn't have any serious debt, because one thing we did before we got married is actually discuss what debt we had, and both of us had bad credit card debt. We paid it all off. I guess within the year of getting married, we made sure that it was done and dusted. We do have, I guess, a mortgage. So I don't, some people say that's a good debt to have because it's an asset, but it's still, in all honesty, it is still a debt. We have a car loan which finishes in September of 2022, so this year, and we have Zip Pay, which we are actively trying to finish. So we have a 1-year-old son, and we decided that we have to make serious changes in our life and document where all our money is going, so that we could leave a good example for him, that it's not about always in the now. Just budget for everything that you want to do. So live in the now, definitely, but as long as it's been budgeted for, if that makes sense. I hope I made sense. So without further ado, I thought I actually enjoy doing this, because before I pull out the money from the bank, I like to have a plan. Yes, sometimes plans do change, and I totally get that. Life happens. But start with a plan and then make adjustments to it. That's how I believe. And so when I was setting up my budget binders, I hope you guys managed to catch my previous video where I actually put together my budget binders. I actually had what I did was made a plan for each binder as to what each binder will hold. So I have a savings binder, an annual binder, and the rolling sinking funds binder. And I also did a rough idea as to what target amount I would like in each envelope moving forward. And I know that these targets are not that I have to get to that this particular year. It could be, something that rolls over into the next year. I am quite comfortable with that, but I would like to get to these targets. So I'm going to put this to the side so that when I am divvying up the money, I have an idea as to how much I want to put in each. I might refer back to the binders just to see how much is in there, so that when I am putting monies in here, I know what I'm putting in there. But however, my rolling sinking funds are quite bare, so I am going to try and put in as much money as I can this time round. Great news is that this time round, a little bit of my pay raise went in, a little bit of back pay went in. My husband did a full week and some, and so there was no holidays, no public holidays. So that amount, yes, it's not exactly the full amount as to what we get paid in this particular fortnight, because this is taking away our mortgage. This is also taking away, we have decided that we are putting in extra money into our super, so we have started doing that. We don't know if that's the right decision for us, I won't lie, but it just seems like at the moment the right thing for us. So we're trying to see if putting that little extra will help us. All right, so let's start putting monies into everything. Now, my plan, as some of you may have caught, is that I am trying to build a buffer in my bills account, and that I would like it to cover my initial goal. It was to get to 2 weeks ahead of bills, so that I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. Whenever I'm putting money into the bills account, it's paying for the 2 weeks down the line. I already achieved that. I actually thought I will only achieve that in June, but I really want to now push the bar a little bit, and I want to try and get myself to 1 month ahead by the end of June. So I have a few pays. So this is being pay 1, and then in the month of June, I technically have a golden month where there is 3 pays coming out, which is fantastic, coming in. And so with that being said, I believe I could get to that 1 month ahead if I aggressively target the bills account. So that's what I'm going to do, because I have this little extra money in here. It doesn't come along all the time. It normally only happens if my husband does overtime or side hustle, but it's just that because I also got a little bit of back pay, we got a decent amount in this fortnight. So I am going to put a full $1,000 towards the bills account. And by my calculations, I would not only have been paid this week off, which is the 16th of May, it'll pay off the week of the 23rd of May, it'll pay off the week of 30th of May, so that's also including the first week of June. So that is actively being 3 weeks ahead now. It's amazing. I'm so happy about that. Like I don't know if I could explain the relief I feel. Before, every Monday it used to come, and my husband and I used to with dread open that bills account and trying to shuffle money around so that the daycare fees can go out in time, car loan can go out in time. Like we would literally be stressing every Monday. Now it's a breath of fresh air. We barely look at our bills account. It's amazing, and the only time I'm going in there is just to make sure that it's for this. Every week I'm just checking to see where we're at, and are the bills going out in a timely fashion, or if there's been any, like for my 0 hour challenge, I like putting in the last 3 digits. So that's something I've started every week now, because I round up my bills account anyway. So I'm feeling really good about that. Fuel, we're very low in the fuel account, so I'm going to put 100. Supplement, this is my husband's supplements. He's really into bodybuilding, and we had to make a purchase because there was some really good deals, so I'm going to put 185 there. The reason why I put it in there is because that's part of the online bills account, so I don't want to pull that money out. So we have 1,000 plus 185. All right, so now for groceries, I want to do some decent shopping for groceries this time around. I did a bit of shop my pantry last week, so there are some pantry items that I want to stock up on. I want to stock on some general household stuff as well, and I do want to buy some meat this time and keep it in the freezer. So I have been really inspired by Aussie debt-free girl. I hope you guys catch her on YouTube as well. And she's got I love the setup of her. She's got a shelving system in her garage, and where she's not doomsday prepping. I must stress that she's not. She's literally stockpiling just enough that should she have a few weeks where her family is isolating, she's got a few kids. So these are things that I love the fact that that she's not living groceries paycheck to paycheck as well. Like if she had to stay home and isolate, she's got enough there to cover. So it'd be diapers, paper towels, tissues, pasta, flour, rice, just enough. And no way, I've seen some crazy videos lately on YouTube, and people are really stockpiling for months on end. This was not like that. This was amazing. I'm quite inspired by that, but not to say I'm going to go out and do it. I think I will just like to have one buffer of every item, so that when I've grabbed that, I'm just replacing that, if that makes sense. Takeouts and coffees, this time round I am putting in 50. Spending, which is miscellaneous spending, that's 50. Splash cash for my hubby and myself is 50. So the spending money, the splash cash, these three is for the fortnight or bi-weekly, as our American counterparts say. That's 400. And the only reason why I'm able to do this is because of the little extra money I'm getting in there. I totally understand that everyone's family situation is very different. They work at very different incomes. And all I'm doing here is looking at my needs at the moment and where I would like to put the little extra monies. All right. Debt. The only reason why I don't fill up the debt section here is because I've built it into my bills account over here. Because I'm not putting anything extra at this stage, because my husband and I had a good discussion about it. We don't feel the need to pay off our car loan any quicker than what it is, because the interest was already built in to the loan. So even if we paid 1 week before or a month before or 5 months before, we still have to pay the same amount as what we would have done till September. And we literally only have June, July, August, September, so 4 months left of the car loan. So we're okay. We're thinking we might as well concentrate on all the other areas of our life. All right, so what do I want to do next? I want to look at, all right, so investment account, that gets 30. Because that I literally only do $10 a week investing in, and I've already pre-selected the areas I wanted to invest in, and then the $10 just goes automatically in there, divided. I think I want to concentrate on these sinking rolling funds because I've got the little extra cash. I don't want to be pulling out from the bills buffer. I want to be start pulling out from the sinking funds. And there are two areas. One is the annual and the rolling. So for the annual, what I'm going to do, so what I did was, I hope some of you managed to catch how I bought all the different trackers. So what I did was I printed them off an A4 size as well, and I put it in my little savings book here. So for those who are looking for a savings book, there's some amazing ones out there on Etsy. That's great. However, if you're on a very strict budget, consider doing what I've done is like all the trackers that I bought and challenges that I bought, I just printed them in A4 size as well and put them in I created this book for myself so that it becomes my savings challenge as well. I think it's pretty a good idea, at least if I don't say so myself. And that way I can just flick through and see what areas or where I'm putting in money. So vacation, we have a trip already planned. So I'm going to put $50 in there. Pet emergency fund. So that is my little fur baby surgery. So I'm going to put $50 in there. Christmas. I'm going to put to 10. Let's do 10. Easter, that can wait. iPad, I'm not going to touch for now. Celebration, so that's my little son's birthday party. Let's do a 10. Land rates, I really do want to work on that. So rates will be 60. Regio, I'm going to hold off on. Water rates, yes, I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to put 20. Guitar, no, I only use my husband's side hustle really to fill guitar. Black Friday, you know what, why not put in a $10. The $250 challenge is the one I'm from Caracash. I'm using it to fund my Boxing Day sale one. So I'm going to put in you know what, just put in 5 because we're just starting it off. Self-care, well, I'm going to put in 10. I know it says 10 is the minimum, but I'm going to put in 5 for now, because it's not like a must-have at this stage. So I'm going to have to write it here. Father's Day, I do want to start working on this one, so I'm going to do 10. Mother's Day, nope. 3,000, nope. That's going to be part of my kitchen appliance, so that I'm going to hold off on. What else is left? All right, Mr. T funds. That is just for my dog's grooming and medication and things like that. So he's got a grooming session booked in for next month, so we're definitely going to have to bump that up. The boys' haircuts, I'm going to put in 10. Dining, I'm going to put in 20. Car maintenance, I'm going to put in 20, but car tires, I'm going to put in 50 because that's kind of a priority. Home does have some money in there. I'm pretty sure. I have about $70 in there. So if I just put 10 in there for now, that should be fine. Arts and crafts or hobbies, that's 10. Health, I really want to work and put some money in there because it is the winter season over here in Australia, and colds and flus and head colds and yeah, need to really bump up the pharmacy and health, so I'm going to put 30 in there. Beauty, oh, how much? Let's put 10. Hairdresser, I'm going to have to bump it up. I have an appointment booked in next month. You know what, let's go crazy and put 80. I'm tempted to put 100, but I don't know how much money I'll have left. So you know what, I can always go back to it if there's money left over, right? Activities, this is for me to be able to take my son to do things, so that's 10. Gifts, another one that has to have money because we have so many birthdays, so I'm gonna put 80. Go crazy. Clothes, I think, you know what, that's also gonna have to get 80. Oh, 80, would 80 be enough? Yeah, my son needs winter clothes, my husband needs a new jacket. It does add up, so definitely want to put money in there. So I'm going to Costco, I'm going to just put 10 in. Fit Life, it is technically fully funded, but that doesn't mean I should just stop there. If I can afford, I'm just going to put 5 in. Music, I'm going to put 10. Bodybuilding, I'm going to put 10. And swimming, this is for my son, swimming for the next term, so that's going to have 10. Ugh, have I addressed everything? So rego, I don't want to put anything. Okay, so what's the damage? Bit of an ASMR session here at the moment. Whew. Yows. It is what it is. Like, I unfortunately need to bump up my sinking funds so that I'm not pulling from the bills buffer. So it is the budget is taking that hit. Oh, look, I made a mistake here. I should have been taking out that 400 from that total. It wouldn't be a video by Michelle if I am not making these mistakes. But I do try to figure it out as I go. So that's 725. That's 333 there. And that's minus 30 there for the investing. So now we have to figure out how much we're going to put in here in the savings part. So the bills buffer, I want to put 50 in because the envelope is bare, there's nothing in there. The emergency aggressive always gets 100 because that is actively working. Now the 3 areas, so going back to my book, so this is the emergency one that I'm working with, and I am going to do I've been neglecting the 100 envelope challenge, but what if I do a 40 for the emergency? So that's this one here. And the auto saving challenge done. So putting in 100 here. I've replaced this reverse saving challenge for 52 week with another 2K challenge. So this one here, I think, because I want to put money towards the 100 envelope. So minus 50, minus 40, minus 100. That's 115. I'll put $5 into my son's saving account. If I put 100 towards the 100 envelope challenge, minus 5, minus 100. So I'm left with 10. If I put $10 to the 2K saving challenge. So we've got 50 plus 40 plus 100 plus 10 plus another 100 plus 5, that's 305. All right, so let's see if I zeroed it out. So we've got 2745 minus 1285 minus 400 minus 305 minus 30 minus 725, and I got to my zero-based budget. So this is great. I've got to my zero-based budget. What I will do off camera is actually work out my cash denomination split before I go to the bank and pull out the money. And the next video obviously will be the cash stuffing, which is the one that everyone looks forward to. Please, I understand. I completely get it. I also love looking at money, and especially money going into the envelopes and seeing that build. I agree. It is an amazing feeling, and I love watching those videos. But I'm also a bit of a nerd, and I like to see how people work out where their money is going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to sign out over here. If I would love for you to connect, so do leave me a comment down below. I am running a 100 subscriber giveaway. I have figured out how I'm going to do that giveaway. So make sure you are publicly subscribed to my channel and you are commenting down below. Any comment, I would love to connect, but if you don't have words, that's fine. Leave a heart emoji. I'll still know that you are in the running, and I most likely will do the giveaway next week. But obviously I'll be using the people who comment in last week's video, the last video that I posted, this video, and possibly the next one. So definitely comment so that you're in the running for that giveaway. I hope you guys have a blessed evening or morning wherever you are, and just remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Take care, everyone. Bye.